Mazda MX-5 review. What is it? The MX-5 is among the most recognizable sports cars on the planet, inspired by one of the best, the Lotus Elan of the 1960s. Back in 1989, Mazda sought to replicate the impeccable steering feel, driving purity, and featherweight build of the Lotus in its own convertible format, and the Japanese carmaker has been churning them out to applause ever since. So it's just a copy? Not at all. The MX-5 is now in its fourth generation and no mere British sports car knockoff, it's an icon in its own right. Mazda sailed past 1 million sold back in 2016, earning a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records, and it's only continued since then. Others have tried to get close to the MX-5 formula, most have failed. It's a winning effort honed over decades. Sampai the car only powers its rear wheels with naturally aspirated petrol engines, no more all-wheel drive or turbos here. And those engines are cleverer than ever, benefiting from all the nuanced tech that comes from Mazda's ski-active engine development. The engines must be getting on a bit. While they remain 1.5 and 2.0-liter engines, over the years they've been tweaked and improved, and they are better than ever. Both engines now feature extensive stop-start technology that recoups energy under braking to help power the ancillary electronics to save fuel. The 1.5 unit produces 130 brake horsepower and 112 pounds-feet and 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8.3 seconds, while the 2.0 is good for 182 brake horsepower, 151 pounds-feet and the same sprint in a heady 6.5s. What if I don't fancy a convertible? You'd be missing out on the full MX-5 experience. To shrug off the manual folding soft top, it's great, you can put the roof up and down from the driver's seat with one hand, in favor of something heavier and electronically assisted. Mazda has however made a minor concession to modern tastes, no, not an electric SUV, and offers the MX-5 these days with an electric folding hardtop. That model is badged RF4, retracting fastback. Yeah, it does sound cooler when you don't know what it means. It adds an extra 30/40 kilogram, and with it a few tenths to the car's acceleration stats. Unique to the RF is an automatic gearbox option that costs another £2,000 and is slower again. We're going to ignore it, and you should too, because the standard 6-speed manual is such a delight. Indeed, the whole driving experience is a lovely antidote to the anesthetized, overly assisted, electronically supervised drive you often find in other supposedly sporty cars. The entry-level MX-5 weighs but a smidge over 1,000 kilograms, and it's because Mazda has remained laser-focused on the car's mission, avoiding the temptation to add just one more thing after another and ending up with a block of lard. Would it work? America an only car? If you're happy only ever being able to give one friend a lift, then sure, why not? The base spec car comes reasonably equipped. Sampai all models get heated seats, LED headlights, smartphone connectivity, climate control, native sat-nav.